Hello everyone, and thank you for joining today's session on the latest pricing updates on the WhatsApp business platform. My name is Marcus, and I'm excited to walk you through these changes and how they translate into webhook changes. On May 15, 2025, we announced additional updates also launching on July 1, 2025, as part of continued efforts to enable partners and businesses to get value for messages with simple and rewarding pricing. I want to make sure we capture the main changes we have. First, charge on a per message basis to simplify our pricing and better align with industry standards. Per message pricing simplifies ROI comparisons with other channels which already charge for each message. We're making utility messages sent in response to users' messages free for the 24-hour customer service window to provide businesses with more flexibility in how to engage with users. Now, when a user messages a business, the business can respond within 24 hours with a free-form message or a utility template, both at no charge. Update our utility and authentication rates as part of continued efforts to ensure we price on par with alternative channels, to motivate adoption of these use cases on WhatsApp. Globally, utility and authentication rates will be consistent for each market. Introduce volume tiers for utility and authentication to incentivize and reward growth on our platform by enabling businesses to unlock more attractive pricing as they reach higher volume tiers. Now, I'm sure you're all here to learn more about the changes in our webhook events. Let's dive into it. The conversation and pricing objects in status messages webhooks will be affected in the following ways based on the webhook field version you're subscribed to. Comparing versions 24.0 and higher to version 23.0 and lower, the changes are very similar, as you can notice here. For the conversation ID, we'll have a new behavior, and to point the difference between the versions is that for version 23 and lower, value will now be set to a unique ID per message instead of per conversation, unless the webhooks for a free entry point conversation, in which case the value will be unique for free entry point conversation. For version 24 and higher, the conversation object will be omitted entirely, unless the webhooks for a free entry point conversation, in which case the value will be unique per free entry point conversation. Now, under the pricing object, the billable field is not changing. However, the billable property will be deprecated in a future versioned release, so we recommend that you start using pricing.type and pricing.category together to determine if a message is billable, and if so, its billing rate. For the pricing model parameter, there's a new PMP value, indicating the per message pricing applies. We also added a new property, called type. Values can be regular, which indicates the message is billable, free customer service, which indicates the message is free because it was either a utility template message or a non-template message, sent within the customer service window. More on customer service window soon. Free entry point indicates the message is free because it's part of a free entry point conversation. And finally, regarding category, values are not changing. However, they can now be interpreted as follows. Authentication indicates an authentication template message. Authentication International indicates an authentication template message sent to a WhatsApp user in a country or region that has authentication international rates. Marketing indicates a marketing template message. Utility indicates a utility template message. Service indicates a non-template message. And referral conversion indicates the message is part of a free entry point conversation. Now, the way that free utility templates in response to users in the 24-hour customer service window will work is the following. Utility template UM1 is free because it's sent while the CS window is still open, but UM2 is billed the utility rate because it was sent after CS window has closed. Note that you can also respond for free within the CSW using any non-template message, such as text message, which also would not incur a charge. This is not changing. You can use the pricing object in status messages webhooks to determine if the webhook is associated with a free or billable utility template. Regarding pricing analytics, free utility template messages will have the following values in data point objects returned in the response. Alright, that's all we had for this topic. Thank you all for your attention. To sum up, we've covered updates to our pricing model on the WhatsApp business platform, including the shift to per message pricing, the introduction of volume tiers, and the changes in webhook events. These updates are designed to provide more flexibility and better alignment with industry standards, ultimately enhancing your business ability to engage effectively with users. I encourage you to explore our documentation to find out more details. Thank you.